Tomorrow it's supposed to be 70 and rain all day.
We have 50% chance of rain.
Big storms are happening right now in Illinois. Arkansas just got hit with big tornadoes.
Tornadoes. So scary. So can you shut that closet there?
Hey there, happy Fun Friday. This is Momming on the Daily with
Kelly
and Marina. Tonight we're going to talk about hiding love notes for strangers in the market or in the store or wherever you are, gas pump, whatever.
Exactly.
It's so much fun.
We gave an assignment on Monday.
It was kind of like a challenge.
Yes, an assignment. And yes, exactly.
The assignment of this teacher and you coming out.
It was an assignment.
We gave you an assignment. Did you do your homework?
Yes, we were giving an assignment, motivation, a challenge, what you want to call it. But to take 10.
Who's frozen? Me or you? Hope this isn't going to happen again tonight.
Walk away. And we want to do it another time when we have more time to see and watch.
You were just frozen, so we missed a lot what you just said.
Oh, I said that my daughters and I went and put ours out in this big gift store that we have here. And we said next time we want to do it and see if we can see people. Because on all of mine, I wrote open me and I put like a smiley face.
Right. I said, hey, on mine, it says, hey, if you found it, it's for you. Open it. So I took mine a little further because sometimes when I call them God winks, like this little voice in my head that says, do X, Y, and Z. So I put a small gift card to buy 10 people a coffee in my card. Do I normally do that when I do this? No, but I just had like a little God wink that told me to do it. So I did it. And so that was more fun for me because not only were they getting the card, they were getting the little gift card in there to get themselves a cup of coffee or maybe whatever they want for that amount of money. But it's fun. I didn't hang around either. I didn't hang around either to watch. I left a couple of mine in the ShopRite, and then I did a couple of mine in Adams, and I did a couple of mine at PetSmart, Ulta, wherever I was today, this week. I kept them in my purse and just dropped them wherever I was. So I don't know who found them and who didn't, but it's just the thought, like inside mine, I'm like, hey, you are loved, or you're doing an amazing job. I don't know what you're going through, but you've got this. So it's just encouraging and just giving somebody some love, that they're unexpected love.
Exactly. So mine, I just put on all of mine. Mine were just little notes that I just folded and hand wrote. And I just wrote open, all mine said open me and put like a little smiley face. And then you open it and it would either say like, you rock, or you're awesome, or you're perfect the way you are. Just little, inspirational things. And one of them I kind of messed up on, and I put you, and I know you smell good. I was like, maybe because I put an S, and then my one daughter said I should write you have a night, like your smile is nice or something like that. I could have changed it to, and I said no, because if I would open you smell good, I'd be like, I do? Like, really? Like, I would start laughing. I thought it was so funny. I was like, and that's the whole thing. It's supposed to make them laugh or happy or something.
Right. It's supposed to change, just to find something like that, right? I've never found anything like that, but I like leaving them. I like to take sticky pet notes and stick them on the gas pumps, like after I pump so when the next person comes in and it says right on the front, it says, you're awesome. The boys and I loved when they were younger, because I used to do this with them. And the fun thing is we would drive away slowly because we knew somebody was coming in behind us. And they're looking at it, and then they're looking around, and they're looking around, and they're looking at it. Like, is this really for me? Who left this? And we would start to laugh. So, you know, those are kind of things we used to do. And we used to leave the love notes around. And I stand corrected because I did find her website. She's out
Oh,
of
you did?
Boston. And what she does now is she writes, like you can write into what kind of love note you want to send to somebody and she'll send it. And I think
Okay.
she has a podcast and she also does matchmaking. Like, there you go, Cal. Maybe we should write in.
Thanks.
I can't be
Maybe.
matched. Oh, maybe I should write one in for my kids.
I'm the single one. If you're new to us, I'm the single one. Marina's been with her guy 31 years, 30.
Married 31, together 37
7.
almost in May. Holy Hannah.
Holy Hannah. I remember
more
when I was a cruise ship director back in my 20s, and I was a cruise ship director, and I had an older clientele because my cruise was 28-day cruise. So I had an older clientele, and it would be so funny because I was in my 20s and I'd have all these older, couples come on and we would play the not so newlywed game
right.
and ask really funny questions. And they would be like, we've been married 38 years. We've been married. And I'd be like, y'all been married longer than I've been alive. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I was looking, I'm like, Jesus. And they're like, yeah. And they don't be so funny. They'd be like, how old are you, you little lady? I was like, not as old as your marriage. I was like, I gotta go. So, but it was a really fun game for them to play with. We would ask, like, if they remember their first date, and then like the wife would write one thing and the man would write another. Do you remember what I wore on, like on our wedding night or something like that? They were like really funny questions, and it's like from the past. Like,
Right.
do you remember who said I love you first, or do you remember where you went on your first date? Like, you know what I mean? Like things like that, because it's a not so newlywed game. And then it was always fun. Like we'd have to write down, like, okay, you have to answer the question the same. And we'd be like, what is, I forget, I have to think some of the questions, but they were really funny. Like where do you both go? Where do you both go for gas? And they would have to think, like, do you write Exxon? Do you write, Shell
Right.
station? Like where, to write down. So it was just funny questions like that. But totally random, nothing serious,
Right.
It was so fun, the not so newlywed game.
So as I'm thinking here, like when those people find the notes, I always like to think about what they're thinking about. Or like if they share it with somebody else, like I just found this note and it said, if I find it, it's mine, or open me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I found it, I'd be like, is this really for me? Am I supposed to really open it?
I want to do like Candid Camera. Remember that show?
Yeah.
The hidden camera, and then we could watch it and what they do. And do they
Yeah.
keep it, or do they put it back for the next person to open?
That's interesting. Yeah. I wonder.
Yeah,
I saw it like on the gas station we waited for them to go by. We have seen a couple of people pick them up and just look at them in ShopRite. I mean, in Stop and Shop. Some of them smile and they look around, but do they share them with their friends, like, hey, or their spouse or their boyfriend or whoever it is? Do they share them and say, look, this is what I found today? Could you imagine just having a really crappy day and having, you've been walking through some stuff, I've been walking through some stuff, and just finding something like that and saying, hey, you're doing a great job, or hey, you're killing it, you're doing awesome, or you're loved, or you're seeing, I think I wrote in one, I don't remember. I wrote so many things in them, but I'm going to start doing it, I think, every week. Just keep some in my purse. And if I'm out somewhere, just drop them, hide it somewhere.
Yeah, like it can just be a little note
to change someone's day.
Yeah. And it was fun. I'd say it was fun for us to do. The girls were excited to do it too.
Yeah.
They enjoyed it.
So anyone who's listening, It's a challenge for you to do. Keep little notes. They could just be sticky notes, like Post-its, and you just write on it and stick it to the glass at the grocery store in the freezer section, or put it on a
I
gallon
like
of
that in
milk.
the freezer section.
Yeah, or put it on a gallon of milk, or a loaf of bread, or whatever. A sticky note. Sticky notes are easy. Just take a bunch of them and just put it in your purse or whatever, and just write them out. And then as you're there, you're like, "Oh, this is a good spot," and just stick them.
Stick 'em.
I love it. I love doing it.
No, I think it's a great idea. I
Yeah,
have to do momming. I have to do momming as we're doing momming.
you're supposed to be momming right now.
Well, because my kids don't listen. Because they're such, I'm such a good mom. Oh, wait, one more thing. My other daughter's looking at me like I'm crazy. That one. Did Sissy go to the car? All right. All right, but she has to shower. I have to start getting ready London for tomorrow. Because I don't want everybody going to bed late because everybody's tired.
Do you have a soccer camp tomorrow? Golden-
Lundy has, no, Lundy actually has a game.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow, the
Okay.
four of us are going to go to brunch.
Oh, good. It's Nick.
He's supposed to, but we haven't heard from him. We keep calling him and texting him. So he said he was going to meet us there at 11:30.
Where are you
We
gonna
have a
go?
place called the Pancake Factory
Oh, that's new. Where is it?
in Pleasant Valley. It used to be the diner that was in Pleasant Valley. Now it's the Pancake Factory.
Have you been there?
Yeah, we took Carmine's godson there, and the food was good. It's kind of cozy, like, I mean, where are we gonna go? Every time we go out, we gotta go to the Eveready Diner.
Well, we miss the Eveready, believe it or not, because we don't
Well,
have it
I
anymore.
know, but it's like that's
No,
what we
I agree with
have.
you. No, I hear you. I hear you. Absolutely. Switch it up.
Nowadays, Rhinebeck is so busy, you can't even find a parking spot. So we'll delete that. I even thought about going to Beacon to the, what's it called? The donut shop or whatever it is, the donut something.
Where?
Oh, Beacon's like totally changed. You guys haven't seen it in a while, but
The Beekman Arms?
no, Beacon, the town.
You mean down to Beacon?
Yeah,
Down close to the city, like 45 minutes away.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have
You said Beacon. I thought the Beacon Arms. You know what I mean? Like in
the
because you said
Beacon Arm,
Rhinebeck.
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
you said
Rhinebeck.
Rhinebeck, and then you said Beacon. I was like, oh, the Beacon Arms changed. Like they put a little restaurant in there or something.
No,
Like, I
well,
know
you
they have, like,
can
the
eat there for brunch.
No,
at the
yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of, I don't know. It was just something that we wanted to do, just to get together, the four of us, and do something.
I think it's a great idea.
So today, Carmine and I, he had a half a day. I'm like, oh, good, we can run errands together. So I finished up with my clients, and we went out. And I ran into Ulta. He ran into PetSmart. I met him in PetSmart. Then we went to TJ Maxx. Well, I ran into Juliana my niece Juliana in Ulta. So we were chit chatting and everything. And he goes, "What took you? I came out with a little bag, right, of Nick's brow stuff, right?" And he goes, "That took that long?"
That little bag.
I'm like, "No, Juliana was in there." And he was like, "Oh." And then where did we go? Oh, we went to the market. We went to Adams.
Ulta's still over where Office Depot was, and Verizon,
Staples.
and Verizon,
And
like it's further up.
Michael's.
Yeah,
Verizon's
and
out
Verizon.
the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just
Yeah. So
making
we
sure.
ran in there. I ran in there. Then we went to Adams, our favorite place. Friday night. Fridays we're at Adams.
We miss Adams.
We're like their best customers. We're there all the time. But it's funny because I
Mm.
won't buy anything but just like groceries, like fresh fruit, vegetables, my meat. Um, which is now they're selling all local, which I love, and grass fed.
This all local.
I'm sorry.
We have Dash. We have Dash with us tonight. Say
Hi,
it.
Dash. Dash.
Say what?
When I say his name, he looks around like, what?
He's like, who's saying that? Over here. Yes, wait. Hi.
What did you get groomed? Did
Maddie
you
did
get
it.
a haircut?
Yeah, Maddie did it.
Oh, did she? He lets her do it?
He's really shaved. Like, do you see
Yeah.
his cross? That's his cross. He wears his cross.
And
But
he lets her with no problem.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture, but he just sits there. Maddie, okay, this is my kid. So we hate doing it half the time because you get so much dog hair on you.
Right.
So Maddie takes a kitchen garbage bag, puts
And
her two legs in it, pulls it up, puts it on like a halter top, and puts it out like so she's a. I'm gonna send you a picture. And she's just sitting out there shaving him, and he's just sitting there letting him shave.
Well, that's good.
Well, I think he gets really hot, you know.
And how's the weather?
60s. Tomorrow's supposedly the high is 80, but it's supposed to be overcast and cloudy and
Oh,
cloudy.
tomorrow's
Rain.
70 here and rain. It's already raining right now.
80, and it says 50% chance of rain.
Poor Carmi took that tree down and he can't clean it up because every time we turn around, it's raining or snowing. We rent the wood
The-
splitter
yeah.
and we have to cancel because it's raining or it's snowing, so we can't do it.
That's crazy.
But the storms have been horrible. Arkansas, Mississippi.
I know.
Now it's happening in Chicago and Illinois. Isn't it too early for tornado season? When does that normally start?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say, hey Alexa, when does tornado season start? But she's downstairs, so she can't hear it.
No, the weird thing is if you go downstairs and she's already talking to you, she's like tornado, da da da, or starts talking about tornado stuff. That's when I get freaked out. They listen all the time.
Well, the thing is sometimes we'll be sitting there and we'll hear her go dun, where she turns on, and I'm like, go to sleep. Nobody asked you. So then Carmine's like, turn her off, unplug her. Because we could be just talking about anything, and then she'll just go dun.
Yeah, you wonder what's up.
Yeah. For Christ's sakes, they hear everything on our cell phones. They hear everything. And they know what we're doing. You and I could talk about something right now, and then I'll go on Instagram or Facebook, and there's an ad for it.
Mhm.
So they're paying attention to whatever.
No, they definitely are.
I'm not doing anything wrong. They can listen to whatever they want to listen to.
I'm trying
We
to.
got enough. We have enough mess in this country. What you and I are doing is minuscule compared to what's happening.
I know, really. If we're the ones that you're worried about, that's pretty scary, right?
Our phones have been going crazy with England and Italy sending us messages and all kinds of stuff about what's going on in our country because they get more than we do, more
I
information.
know. Oh, my girlfriend during COVID and all that stuff, she would tell me more from England than I would know here.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're like, they start on my WhatsApp starts blowing up. His cousin's wife, who I'm very close to, she calls me her adopted mom.
Yeah.
She's in Rome. She flew to Rome today. 6 of her girlfriends to celebrate one of theirs 40th birthday. I said, did you know you were like going? And she was like, well, it was kind of up in the air. And then we were just like, all right, let's do it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to fly to Rome too.
Really? Like that was it?
They're hanging out in Rome for the weekend.
Don't you hate when they say that? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, seriously? I mean, it's
Well, they
awesome.
live in Kent, so they're right on the water, and the ferry leaves right from their town to France. So you can go to France for lunch, and then catch the ferry back.
Oh, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I can I can take the ferry to Jersey.
I don't think that's the same. Oh, we could do the Staten Island ferry.
Oh, we can
the
go to
Jersey
Staten
ferry.
Island. Staten
Down here,
Island's
we can
like
go to,
going a
we
foreign
can go to,
country.
here we can go to Fort Fisher. That would be our ferry to Fort Fisher. And where are you going? To Rome, Italy. I mean, well, Rome, Paris, Milan. Like, no, that's not always like we got Jersey.
Staten Island.
It's so depressing. So depressing.
Hey, where you going? Oh, I think I'll take the ferry. My sister and her husband do that. They drive down there and then take the ferry to Staten Island, eat something, and then come home. I'm like, for real? Well, Staten Island's like its own country and its own.
I know. Staten Island is scary.
Good old Staten Island.
That's so sad. My girlfriend, Aunt Chubb, lives there.
It lives in Staten Island, or
Staten Island.
Yeah.
My girlfriend lived there for a long time.
My friend lived there too for a long time. My cousins live there.
I
They
don't
all
think she could ever.
they all left the island, and they go to either Brooklyn goes from Brooklyn to Staten Island, or the Staten Island people leave Staten Island and go to Brooklyn. That's the big move. But yeah, it's so beautiful when you're in the EU. You can just take little flights that are cheap.
Oh, please. I'm over in Germany or Munich at my girlfriend's, and she goes, "Oh, come on, get ready. We're gonna go." Sorry.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Like, oh, we're going to fun. She's like, Austria. What? She's like, oh yeah, we just drive over to Austria. We're gonna have this nice fun.
Yeah, they just travel. Like Carmine's cousin lives in Switzerland, and she drives into Milan for grocery shopping.
It makes me so. Does not make me mad.
Yeah, I want to go. He
Oh,
said if we didn't have two boys, grown boys, right now, we would move to Italy if they were younger, because then they would adapt. But now they won't leave their jobs to come to Italy with us, and then we'll miss them and the whole thing, you know. I could really, really live in Italy fine.
not seeing the boys.
Oh, no, if my boys were younger, or if the boys went. Actually, they both said they would both live there.
If you move there, you mean if you all moved there,
Yeah.
you would move there.
Oh, in a minute. But as they get older and we get old, you know, we might do 6 months there, 6 months here. So
I hear you.
because I have a car when I'm over there. I get a car, and then we just get in the car and drive. We'll be in Puglia, we'll be in Tuscany, we'll just go.
How close are you to Tuscany when you're there?
I think Tuscany might be a 5-hour car ride.
Oh, okay. It's still worth it though.
Yeah. I mean, you just get an Airbnb or, whatever, stay overnight.
Maddie, now I'm doing laundry. So you always momming.
Yeah.
No, Maddie had a game. So muddy.
You can't put your head down because you go silent.
Maddie had a game and it was so muddy because of course her uniform is white, playing goalie.
Oh,
So I don't know. I just washed I had them soaking. I literally soaked them since last night till now. Her shorts came out real good. They're not perfect, but they came out really good. But her one sock is not so good.
Wait, there's a soap I used to use on the boys football. It's a bar soap. I gotta look it up. I used to use it on the boys football pants.
Is it blue?
No, it's white.
Oh, you gotta look it up for me, because I have a blue one, but sometimes it makes things blue, like, see, like,
Yeah, no,
Huh,
this is white and
something.
it literally takes everything out. I have to Google it
Yeah,
because their baseball pants back then and their football
oh, yeah,
pants
the
were.
white, I know what,
Why do they need to wear white?
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna soak it, most of it's good. Ox again. In Oxy,
Yeah,
I put it, last night I soaked them in OxyClean, like Tide and OxyClean, and I soaked them overnight, and then I washed the shorts and they came out really good. But now I have to look at the,
yeah, that is a weird color for, I don't know.
well, it's her uniform for school, like they're green and white, but when they go to a away game, they're white. So she was doing a lot of diving yesterday. Her shorts were pretty bad, but it all came out of the shorts pretty much.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'll look for it. I'll look for the name of it. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, if you can, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a bar. I got it. Back then, that's when Williams Lumber was in Hyde Park.
They're
Now
not
they're,
Hyde Park anymore. Oh, the one that was over there by like the McDonald's and the CVS, the one that was like kind of, I always thought it was like tucked behind, behind the bank.
yeah, it's gone. Now it's
Oh.
part of Astor or St. Francis. It's early childhood development or something.
They just left Hyde Park. Now they only have it in Rhinebeck.
No, they have it in Pleasant Valley, Rhinebeck, and that's it. Yeah, those two. Oh, wait, Salt Point. There's one on Salt Point too. But it was nice having one right in town. Like,
Of
so if you
course.
need, then you could. We don't have anything in this town.
I can't, oh, wow, I'm surprised that, because it wasn't a very big store, but it was very helpful, and there was always people in it.
Yeah, they said they weren't doing enough business. They closed right before COVID.
Oh, they're lucky they got out then,
Yeah.
because COVID would have killed them.
But Carmine goes up to the one in Rhinebeck, so. But that's the where I used to get it because they had a great natural cleaning section in Williams.
Yeah.
Like I use in my wash, I use Epsom salts and baking soda and I scent it with essential oils. That's my fabric softener.
Definitely.
And then my wash is borax, and you're looking at me like, come on, girl.
Borax, like if you could feed it to someone, they could die.
Yeah, but you can feed any laundry detergent to somebody and they'll die.
Yeah, but borax is like worse than the others.
Borax, and I use white vinegar.
I use Tide and OxyClean.
I have them all in jars, pre-did. So, and they have scoopers. So my son, when he's doing his laundry, he just uses the pre-scoopers and he knows exactly what to do because I put a little note on it saying how much to put in there.
You're like a voodoo doctor.
No, that's what they call me, but I'm not a voodoo doctor.
Or you could be like a witch with potions.
No witches, no potions.
The voodoo.
Nope.
Yeah, Marina the voodoo Marina. Voodoo hoodoo.
I'll tell you something, that Epsom salts and baking soda makes your towels feel so nice. You know, when you sometimes get those towels that they don't dry, like they feel like they're not drying your skin.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get this with that because you don't get that junk from Downy on it.
Yeah. The coating. Well, they say they put
wax
or like a I don't know. I want to say like a, like you would be on fire.
Probably.
But yeah, like that oil.
Don't get me wrong, I used to use all of that stuff. But then,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to go more green and stuff like that. I'm not knocking it. I'm just not doing it.
oh, Carmine's sitting there tonight and he says to me, I'm getting a second job. Like, why? Oh, do you see this new Corvette that's coming out? I want it. I won't touch any of the household budget. I'm just getting a second job so I can get that Corvette. He's never wanted a car like this before. We were hysterical. I'm like, are you for real? He goes, look at this thing. It's a Corvette SUV.
Get out.
And it's a hybrid. Yeah. You can get it hybrid in 2025. It'll be out and it could get electric or hybrid. But it's an SUV Corvette.
I love Carm. That's hilarious.
And you know what he says to me? I'm not buying a pickup truck right now. I'm not paying $80,000. I'm not paying $90,000. Oh, well, how much does that Corvette cost? Oh, $75,000. I'm like, what?
That's okay though, because it's a Corvette.
He's never wanted a car like this. But he's never said anything like, oh, I'm getting a second job. For what? Oh, because I'm just going to use that money towards my Corvette.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's crazy. It is kind of cool looking. It doesn't look anything like a Corvette. But the thing is, he wouldn't have to store it for the winter because it's an SUV.
Oh, that's, yeah. I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, Corvette something SUV. He wants it in red.
Corvette SUV.
Mm-hmm. You find it?
Like, did you say it in red?
He wants it in red.
That's
Let me
so
turn your
funny.
phone around so I can see if it's the one. That's it. Yep. That's it.
I like it better than Corvette.
I like it better than the traditional Corvette, but it's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. It's a little much.
And Carmine is not even like that. I just started cracking up and he was like, no, I'm serious. I think it comes out in 2025.
Oh,
and it goes like 160 miles per hour. That's right. He drives like driving Miss Daisy anyways.
I thought Matt drove that way.
Matt does drive like driving Miss Daisy. Not in his new pickup, he doesn't. We followed him the other day and he goes pretty quick, faster than that thing. And Nicholas, forget it. He's like Batman. He flies wherever he goes.
I know.
We get tickets in the mail because we get his mail. I don't know why he doesn't get an Easy Pass. Oh, I could wallpaper my house, the whole house, in the Easy Pass bills that come. I'm like, Nick, can you save yourself this headache?
Yeah.
You don't pay the bill. They start tacking on $50 surcharges on a $1.25 ticket.
Are you kidding?
Oh, no, I'm not kidding at all. 50 turns into 100. You could have a $2,000 bill for a $1.25 ticket. But when you quote to pay it online, they charge you a processing fee. I'm like, pay the darn processing fee and get it over with.
Just get it over with.
Kids.
Anyone join us?
Huh?
Does anyone join us tonight?
Nobody. We're here alone. We're here alone. Well,
All
this
right.
is what Passover Sunday. I mean, Passover starts, I think, today, doesn't it?
I think so.
And it's Palm Sunday. A lot of
Yeah.
kids are going on spring break.
I know.
When do you
I
guys
got-
have spring break?
The week after.
Oh, so you guys start on Saturday?
Well, we don't have school. We don't have school on Good Friday.
Okay.
And then we have, no Good Friday, and then they have Good Friday off, and then Saturday, Sunday, and then Sunday is Easter.
Right.
And then they have the whole week after, like the week of the 10th off.
All right.
All right, well, let's wrap it up because I gotta get my little ones.
Yeah.
aren't
Well,
so
thanks
little.
for hanging with us. If you catch this on the replay, leave us a comment. Share with us if you did the challenge. Send some love notes, drop them off in the market or wherever you were, just little love notes for people. If you're on the YouTube, you do the same, please. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and
Ring the bell. Hit
there
the
you
bell. Ring
go.
the bell.
Have a great night. Have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. Good night, all.
Good night, all.